So Dad, a lot of people, in your position, family business, sales, they're out the door almost immediately on to the next thing. You're here 4 years later, and it's evident that you're still very passionate about what you do. Why is that?
Well, I like working with you guys.
Yeah.
And, it's great to be here working with the family. And Dad's still here, and you're here. And actually, it's some of the most enjoyable times of working here.
Yeah.
So it's been great. It's been great working with Thor too. I mean, they have done a really nice job of letting us do what we need to do to run the company. And I'm very appreciative of the fact that they don't come in here and change the product. They don't tell us anything. They don't even give us suggestions about the product. And I think that's what's made a lot of the company of their purchases and acquisitions be successful, is that they're just more focused on the accounting side of the business.
Yeah.
And let everybody be creative, let all their subs be competitive. And they've allowed us to be competitive and do what we do. And we get to, to me, it feels like it's still the family-owned company.
Right.
Really. I mean, I feel there's a lot of days I don't even think about Thor. I just think about us, the customer, and getting the job done.
Yeah.
And that is just really the way it always was.
Yeah, so if you were a customer worried about the boogeyman Thor and you were considering purchasing a Tiffin, I mean, what would you say to that customer other than what you've already said?
Well, I would say that Thor has no influence on the product they buy.
Yeah.
That all the influence is right here. Good or bad, it's right here. It's what we do. We own it. If you have a great experience with your product, we had a hand in it. And if there was a problem in it, we had a hand in it. It had nothing to do with Thor or any of the executives at Thor.
Yeah.
They allow us to run the company the way we see fit.
Yeah, pretty interesting. Trent, as a third generation family member who's clearly, dug in here, thinking of a long-term future with Tiffin Motorhomes, what's your perspective on Tiffin being part of the Thor family of companies?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great thing to have them behind us, for any type of support we would ever need. But I think that what Van said, coming into the office, the plant, I don't see any Thor things around here. I barely remember they own us, so I don't get too wigged out about it. And I don't think customers should. I mean, a great example would be Airstream. That was the first Thor company they ever bought.
Yeah.
Well, Airstream does whatever they want to.
Sure.
They get to go build the quality they want to the level they want to do, and that's Tiffin.
Yeah. I mean, obviously it's not too big a factor in your mind because you're in your early 30s, third generation of the family business, and excited to be here, right?
Oh yeah, I love this place.
Yeah, still feels like home.
It does feel like home.
Yeah. So December of 2020 was another milestone in the Tiffin company history. That was when we joined the Thor family of companies. And, I field questions almost daily from current or prospective owners about, why we chose to partner with Thor and how that's changed our company or how it could change our company in the future. And Papa Bob, as the founder of the company, I'd like to give you the first opportunity to speak to that.
Well, Van and Lex came to me one day and said, we'd like to sell out. I said, do what? I had never thought about selling it. And so I said, well, who will buy this? They said, well, we think Thor Industries might be interested. And so we talked to Thor. And so Bob Martin came down and we met one Sunday afternoon up at the car barn in Florence up there where I got my old cars.
Yeah.
And stayed there a couple hours that afternoon and we just talked about it.
Yeah.
Then later on we got more serious. But I don't believe we could have made a better choice.
Yeah, and why is that?
Well, they're a big company and they're in the RV business. They're not these guys up in New York City on Wall Street that never had walked in a motorhome. They knew what it was all about. And so what I liked about our conversation that day was, he said, I don't want you to change a thing. And so we hadn't. We still have the same service department. We build the motorhomes the same way. We still buy from the same vendors. All of our workings of our motorhomes still exactly the same, and all the people that work here are the same.
Sure.
So we haven't changed anything. We're still taking care of our customers the same way. And they don't come around much, but that's okay. They're welcome to come anytime. and spend as much time as they want to with us. But you know, it's been the best marriage we could ever have, the way I feel.